What's good in the hoodie, y'all? It's me, Cheyenne. Today I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I am doing another movie review. And today's movie is going to be on The Strangers Chapter 1. I went to go see this movie just this past weekend. I wasn't going to watch it in theaters, and I was going to wait to just watch it because isn't it like going on streaming services probably when I come out with this video. I ended up going to see it, and y'all gonna hear my thoughts about it. I already seen it on Twitter, people going off or whatever, so I was like, yeah, but there's just a few things that I have different opinions of and everything. To begin with, I will not be doing my own summary like I typically do in all my videos, only because I see it as unnecessary, and I'll get into really that in my review on why I think it's unnecessary. But and I don't really want to waste time. But in place of that, I will be doing a IMDb synopsis. I want to kind of cover everything, just not in great detail like I usually do, but it's going to hit the main points for you to kind of understand, if you want to kind of understand the plot line of the movie. You feel me? So without further ado, let's get straight to it. So I'm going to be reading the synopsis directly how it's written in the thing. So if, like I said, it's not going to be as detailed because usually I bring out all the characters. I really try to make everything more live. This one is just how they written it, copy and paste. I did take out a few things, but for the most part, it's same things. Maya and her boyfriend Ryan drive across the country, celebrating their 5th year anniversary while Maya is looking to get a job in Portland, Oregon. Lost, they stop in a small town called Venus and eats at a local diner. Their car breaks down and the town's mechanic, Rudy, agrees to fix their car the next morning, and they're forced to stay in the night at an Airbnb. A girl appears asking if Tamara is home, to which the couple responds no. Ryan goes back to the town with the motorcycle to retrieve his inhaler, which he left behind in the car, and he also went to go grab food. Alone, Maya plays the piano and takes a shower afterwards, but is unaware of the scarecrow silently stalking her. Ryan returns, comforting her. Both eat, pausing when they notice blood dripping from a dead chicken hanging on the chandelier. Both are attacked by Scarecrow, who smashes down the front door. Both flee outside to escape the motorcycle, but it blows up by Scarecrow, using the home's crossways below, narrowly avoiding being found as Maya accidentally strikes her hand on a nail. Once they make it to the shed, Ryan finds a shotgun and uses it to rescue Maya from yet another attack. Circling around the porch, Ryan mistakenly shoots the Airbnb's owner, killing him, believing he was one of the strangers. They grab his car keys and attempt to escape his vehicle, but get T-boned by Scarecrow driving a truck. Maya calls 911, but the call fails due to the lack of service, and she goes deeper into the woods, but is discovered by Dollface and is knocked out cold. Ryan searches for Maya and holds Pinup at gunpoint, demanding information about Maya's whereabouts. During this altercation, Scarecrow knocks him out cold. Both wake up tied to a chair in the house. Their last moment, Ryan offers to marry Maya, which she accepts. Ryan is fatally stabbed and his chair is knocked over, causing him to choke on his own blood. Maya asks for the motive, to which Pinup Girl replies, "Because you are here." Maya is then stabbed and knocked over as well. Approaching police sirens are heard in the distance and the perpetrators speed away. Maya awakes in a hospital bed, barely surviving the night. So that is the little synopsis that they said. Like I said, I'm not going into detail. I'll get into that in a minute. To start off, first of all, I don't think it was as bad as people say it was. I just don't think so. Like, granted, was it a boring movie to me? And I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, but to me it just wasn't as bad as people just made it out to be like this was a bad produced movie. Like, to me, if this was its own thing, then I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a cool movie. I guess because it is obviously tied to The Strangers and people are comparing it to the original, that's what people made it bad for. And that plays into the next thing that I wanted to talk about, is nostalgia. So it's like, Yeah, I get it. You want to compare this one to the previous one, but I also do think that this is supposed to be its own standalone thing. And one thing that I do hate though is the fact that it's so much like the original. I do wish that they just went with a completely different concept. To me personally, it just doesn't make any sense for it to kind of play so much from the original. Like, okay, it's two people. Sure, they wasn't stranded in the first movie, but they got an Airbnb and they're a couple and da da da, and they're getting married. Well, whatever the case. I guess the only main difference was their interaction with the city people. Like we didn't get to see that in the first one. Other than that, pretty much the same. The only thing is that they didn't get chased through no woods, but it's really same plot, same storyline. So I just kind of wish we didn't get that. Next, the trailer kind of did tell the whole entire movie. We knew how this movie was going to end. I guess the only thing was that, oh, the girl, she survived, but it was like when they stabbed her, I was like, yeah, she gonna survive this. Like I kind of predicted that, because to me it just wouldn't make not that it wouldn't make sense. Like it wouldn't make sense only because if you're basing it off the first movie, but it was also in a sense of like, yeah, I seen this coming. Because the trailer kind of spoiled everything. That goes to my next point. Yeah, it was boring. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Um, it was boring. And the only reason why I say this is just because of the fact that one, it did play so much off the original, and two, the trailer did spoil everything. But as I'm saying that the trailer spoiled everything, we got what we expected, which is another reason why I kind of don't understand why people were so like, oh my God, this is so bad. It's so bad. Did you watch the trailer? Like, we got literally what the trailer said. Like, the trailer literally gave the whole entire story. We knew what was going to happen. So I don't get how it's a bad movie. That's just one thing I personally do not understand. Because I don't know if I made a tweet about it, but I was literally like, yeah, this is like if I was to literally make up a whole entire story, well, give like a little synopsis on what The Strangers is about, that trailer would exactly tell everything because it literally gave all information. It was nothing new, it was nothing added. Next thing I want to say is like the little quote. So in this movie, the last quote, which is one of the most iconic quotes in The Strangers, well, in horror history, anyways, is, well, they said in this one was because you're here. That was the quote. And even IMBD, sorry, said that is because you're here. But I could have sworn in the first one they said because you were home. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was the original quote. Which, if it is the original quote, like because you were home, why the hell did y'all change that? Please explain to me that, because I literally can't piece together why you would change that, because that was horror history. But correct me if I'm wrong, say y'all twos in the comments, because, and the last thing, okay, this is the last thing, and this is just what I hope for this trilogy. It has nothing to really necessarily review on the thing, but I hope that we find out by the end of this trilogy who the strangers are, like who are the people, actual people behind it, like reveal their face or something. Scooby Doo type thing, and we find out who Tamara is and why do they ask for her. Like, sorry, Tamara. Sorry. I read it as tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm black. I don't. I hope we find out who Tamara is and why they chose, or why they choose to ask for her, knowing dang well she's not in that house. Like, I don't know. I just kind of hope we get a whole background. That's what I'm hoping for this trilogy. When it pertains to the next movie that's coming out, am I gonna see it in theaters? No, unless I'm in a situation I was this time where I was like, oh yeah, let's go to the movies, and this was the only thing that I really wanted to see. I know this video is kind of short. I apologize for that, but I kind of just want to get a video out there, and I didn't want to write a whole summary over a movie that literally had the same plot as the first one. So that'll be it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, see ya.